everyone, Hexi here. And today, I just wanted to tell you guys about a canceled prototype for a Halo Mega Bloks game that's only known as Project Haggar for the Xbox 360. Since the files have been leaked, you'll need to join the Project Reclamation Discord channel in order to download the game files, which they have hacked in order to bring the demo up to a playable state. Anyways, once you have the game, you'll need to immediately enable and then disable the no-clipping mode, which they call Ghost Walk, in the menu, in order to enable the movement controls. One thing I noticed immediately upon getting into the game is just how much faster Chief moves around compared to the first-person shooter counterpart. And now that Chief's raising his little not Lego legs, we can see the absolutely adorable little stud holes on the bottom of his Mega Block feet, which reminds me a lot of the real toys, which I personally collect. And I absolutely adore the Mega Block style and how it carries over into the overall environmental design. Starting off with this Mega Block pelican at the start of the game, and then moving on to these containers and barriers that look like they're right out of the official Mega Block sets. And even in the designs for the bases and structures covering the gameplay area. Yeah, sometimes I just got a little lost taking in the vibrant scenery. Speaking of structures, one of the first Forerunner structures we come to has this powered lift mechanism, and I love how the camera locks onto this 2D perspective while you're platforming, like it's a Sonic Generations level. After this, we come to our first major battle and get introduced to the building mechanics for cover and turrets. However, this also brings up the first glitch in the game, that being that if you get shot while building, you'll be locked into a perpetual running animation until you die. The next area requires us to use the pull-up mechanic to get onto a high ledge. And this also triggers the infinite running bug. Probably could have avoided that with no clipping, but after a quick reset, we can build an elevator and head out of the garage, at which point I made my next mistake, listening to the tutorial. Build a warthog, Chief, says the voice over the radio. But of course, building a warthog causes the game to crash. I could have spawned in a mongoose at this point, but I was so fed up I just opted to no-clip through the barrier and hit complete objective on the menu until the next task appeared. At this point, it became apparent that development probably ran out right around this area because we start getting placeholder objectives, like targets that are just cubes, and pretty soon we come up to an entire placeholder building. Now, speaking of that placeholder building, in order to get the trigger for the objective to show up, you'll need to be riding a vehicle whenever you arrive at it. I believe the game still expects you to be riding the warthog that I couldn't build because it crashes the game, but thankfully I found a ghost that I was able to ride. Now I have heard accounts of people saying that the ghost fell through the floor, and considering how I found it, I can see why that would happen. Also, driving vehicles in general will cause the infinite running glitch to occur, so you'll need to respawn and reset your running. So once I've talked to the scientists at the texture laboratory, we head into the unfinished swamp, where you have to put together a placeholder man cannon, which shoots you up onto a ledge about 50% of the time. and it's affected by random variables like jumping into it at weird angles and physics. So after some Metroidvania-style backtracking through the level, we can finally do a tower defense section, where you build turrets to hold off waves of Covenant, and my game crashed again shortly after this, so I gave up. But there are some more placeholder areas after this for you to explore. So if you like the Halo franchise, or the Lego video games, or just a Halo Mega Bloks fan specifically, then you should definitely go and join the Discord and check this game out. See what sort of sights and secrets this little canceled piece of Halo history has in store for you. Anyways, that's all I've got time for this week, guys. Ciao for now, and Hexi out. Thanks go out to my Patreon supporters. Your donations mean the world to me, and I thank you for supporting my future endeavors.